Dan Rothenberg and Joe Klosik, two guys trying to figure it out. Not the right wing, not the brosphere. Left of center, with humor and empathy.
Hello, welcome.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the
Welcome
Splain.
to the Splain.
Buddy,
Subscribe and like
subscribe and
our
like,
show.
people. Come
Yeah,
on. Come on.
come
You
on.
think we're
Give
doing
us a
this for
break.
our health?
You know, I noticed we were up to 30 subscribers. Now, that's not impressive, but it's more than 27. I'm happy about it.
Look, man, 30 is better than 27, and 27 is better than 25, and
Amen.
25 is better than 0.
Amen. By the way, this week's episode brought to you by The Dirty Chai. Yummy.
The dirty
The
chai.
Dirty Chai. It sounds dirty.
It sounds dirty. What makes it
Sounds
dirty? Do
like
they not wash their
uh,
cups?
No, I hope not. I believe it's. I said, "What's a dirty chai?" I said it's a chai latte made with espresso. I still don't get that.
Well, that's okay. So they threw espresso in there with the chai. So you're getting
Mm,
coffee, you're getting caffeine.
coffee. It's
It's
just more.
it's really just, you
It's
know what,
just
I would call it espresso with a side of chai.
mhm. Good though.
Dirty,
The
dirty
dirty
chai.
chai.
Sure, let's
Yeah.
call it that. I think what you're really saying is this episode is brought to you by white people and our love of coffee.
White people and all the different combinations
All the different combinations of white people
that
coffee
we can
drinks.
combine caffeine. By the way, I don't. This is just a Saturday morning for me. I think I've spent $20 on coffee. Is that? I'm not kidding. Is that insane? Is that
Wait a
insane?
minute, wait a minute. For just for yourself?
Yes.
Well, it is Portland, and you people do have a lot to be doing, so
So I went, took my kid to his cross country practice in Selwood, another worn, torn part of Portland, which I wish I could have brought you some footage,
probably
Joe.
too danger's, right? Too
Oh,
dangerous.
exactly, exactly. I mean, I I had my press pass on. I was, just moving very quickly. This is Multnomah Village, another. It's a hellhole. Um,
Yeah, yeah. I
but
can
you know what?
feel the vibe.
Why don't we just get to that now? Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm going to show you.
show
I'm
me.
going to show you. Hold on.
And just
Hmm.
to put it out there to anybody watching, like Dan is putting his life in serious jeopardy,
I
walking
am
into war ravaged. That's the quote from the president. War ravaged
war
Portland.
ravaged Portland. Are you ready?
I'm.
Are you ready for me to
Are
flip
you
this
ready,
phone
buddy?
around?
Are you ready? Let's. Okay, everyone, take a deep breath.
The
Go
world
ahead.
needs to know.
This is
Here
a
we
little
go.
scary. Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh my!
Oh
Look at
my
that
God. That's kind
guy
of
with a
dangerous
hat.
parking that close.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we
Yeah.
got. Look at. I mean, look at her. Do you see her?
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
You gonna tell
Definitely.
me?
Definitely Antifa scout.
You
Definitely.
gonna tell me that's not trouble? Look at
That's
her.
trouble. That's trouble. She's moving pretty fast too.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Here, neighborhood house, helping neighbors help themselves.
oh,
I
that's
mean, come
communism. That's
on.
communism right
Can you
there. Come on.
total
Yeah.
communism?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you be a little less subtle?
If I
Helping
was looking for Antifa,
neighbors
that's the house I would
help
take down.
themselves. You're gonna tell me
Yeah.
there aren't explosives being assembled there right now?
And
Look at
probably
this.
pamphlets that have words like empathy. And we know what
Uh-huh.
that means.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know that's code
That's code. Come on.
for
Who are you
what, Joe?
kidding?
Tell us.
Well, it's code for taking over the government and shooting white people in power. Yeah, you think
Totally.
it's
So
dirty
that's what I was going to
lattes
say.
now.
It was on the tip of my tongue. That's what I was going to say. Okay, here we go. Check it out. Check it out.
All right, all right.
Shut the fuck
Okay,
up.
okay.
Okay.
Being cool,
I'm just
being
going to
cool.
turn it real quick. Real quick.
Okay, okay.
Um,
Is that a bus bringing in paid protesters? Oh, no, look at that, look at that.
what?
Is that two women? That's lesbians, and we know that that's how they're trying to subvert the normal heterosexual. Yeah, come on.
Exactly.
Two women walking together,
Exactly.
probably carrying vibrators in that bag too, right? To get rid of men completely.
Yeah, to get rid of us completely because we can't even.
Completely. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, be cool. Oh, oh shit, they might be on to you. Oh yeah.
Ba-da-da-dum-da-dum.
Yeah, see they're documenting you.
Yeah,
See
yeah.
how it
See
is? They're
this? Look at this.
documenting you.
Look at this.
Yep. Yeah, that's undercover Antifa.
Boom.
Yeah, look at the
Boom.
plaid. Look at the plaid. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I need
Yeah,
to
yeah.
chill here. I need
You
to
be
chill
careful,
here
man.
because
You be
I'm already,
careful.
yeah, yeah. This is very, very dangerous.
They're
Seriously.
probably on to you
I'm putting,
because your credit card probably is already gone somewhere where they're like, look, this guy ordered $20 worth of
dude, you're
coffee.
right.
We
You're
need to keep an
right.
eye on him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's an
Mm-hmm.
agitator. And
Future.
he's got energy now.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right. We need to launch into something else here because there's eyes all over this place.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm
we'll
telling
have
you,
like a
Joe.
normal. Let me tell you what's going on. Let me just
What's
do
going
a.
on with you? Let's just, yeah.
So,
What's
ev-
going on?
everybody thinks I always joke about this. Like, this has become
Mm-hmm.
a bit that I do on stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Kaiser, that's my healthcare. I'm lucky enough to have
Mm-hmm.
healthcare, right? I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if they time it this way, but as you may or may not be aware, San Francisco or all of California is voting. It's a special election, right? And we're voting
Mm-hmm.
on should we redistrict? And it's a special election, and
Yeah.
you can do it by mail, right? This is our
Mm-hmm.
ballot, right? So this
And the
just
answer
got
is yes. We should
the answer is
redistrict.
yes. We should be doing it. So this is my mail-in ballot, and a day after I got this, Kaiser sends me a colon cancer screening kit in the mail.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know why they always send me colon cancer screening tests when we get a mail-in ballot, but my biggest fear is that I'm going to confuse the two and
Mm-hmm.
mail the stool sample to Sacramento and a ballot to Kaiser, and then some
Uh-huh.
poor worker in Sacramento is going to open my ballot and just be like, "This guy was really mad." But I don't know how they every time I get a mail-in ballot,
Seriously? That's happened before.
Kaiser's
By the
like,
way, it's raining. I'm gonna switch
"Is
switch
it
seats here.
raining or is it like a chemical that they're trying to disperse to keep
Hmm.
crowds away?"
Right.
I've heard
Right.
of the
This is
HTO bomb. I've heard of it.
anti tear gas. Of course it is. Of course it is.
Yeah, yeah,
You want to know why?
yeah.
Because why wouldn't? Prove it's not.
Prove it's not. Do your own
Prove it's not.
research. Get
That's the
online and tell me they
yeah.
are not managing the weather.
That's the MAGA anthem. Prove it's not.
Prove it's not. Yeah. Fuck your feelings and your
Yeah.
science.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's the other thing I want to tell you about because
Hmm.
I posted this on Facebook and man, I've never ever had a post blow up so much with comments and questions. Okay.
Cool.
Also,
Tell us.
also the most unpolitical thing I've ever talked about. And before I tell you anything more, I'm just going to
Hmm.
preface this by saying nobody is ever going to see this video. Let me repeat, nobody is ever going to see
You're
this
never going to
video.
see this video. This video right now?
No, the video that I'm going to tell you about that I
Okay. Tell
inadvertently
me
took
about it.
with my phone. So Tuesday, I
Hmm.
had my monthly show at the Punchline in San Francisco,
Hmm.
and about 10
Very cool.
minutes before I'm about to go up, right? I
Hmm.
go into the bathroom and I'm standing at the urinal doing what you do, and I'm
Hmm.
also on my phone and I've opened up my camera and I'm looking at a pic I took of a set list. Okay, so I'm
Hmm.
looking at it, just like, hey, these are the bits I want to try out, and we don't know. Maybe science will explain someday. Sometimes your phone suddenly you start to drop it, right? And
Hmm.
I'm like overcompensating, trying to grab it,
Hmm.
and then
Yeah, I'm getting a little nervous here because your penis has got to be involved in this, right? I'm assuming you're
why do you
peeing
assume my penis is involved in something that
because
goes wrong? That's
the
offensive.
punchline has always been a dick joke room. We're playing it.
Well,
It's all coming together. Yeah.
here's what happens. My phone lands in the
Hmm.
urinal, lands in the
Hmm.
urinal, and the video camera somehow gets turned on.
Hmm.
And now I have like a 7-second video
Hmm.
of my phone filming me from the angle and perspective of the urinal. And you can see on my face just the shock and disgust. And then I realize I'm still peeing on my phone. And
Uh-huh.
then there's this moment of like, oh, fuck. And then I'm swinging away. And now I'm peeing on the wall. And I'm like, oh, I got to get my phone out. So I'm like wrapping the paper towels, making a mitten on my hand to get the phone out. And then I'm like, oh, I've got a video of my dick urinating on my phone.
Wow.
And my face is, and let me tell you something.
You got to send me that video.
No.
Actually, no.
No. I already downloaded it off my phone and put it on a USB just to preserve it.
Now, this sounds like a dirty chai. You know what I'm saying? This is what a dirty chai.
That's what a dirty chai should be. Yeah. Well, there might be a little bit of urine.
It could be a thing because you know what I mean? You ever do a dirty chai? What's that? It's when you pee on your phone and then
you send the video to your lover.
And you show it to her, and
and then your lover's like, I didn't need to see that.
Right.
Everyone's begging me for the video, and people are telling me, like, if you posted that, you would go viral. I'm like, how do you post that and not get in trouble? You can't post that. And they're like, well, you can just blur things out. I'm like, I don't think you're understanding the angle, okay? It's oh, yeah, there's a meeting about to take place. You can see, like, the underside
just
of
keep talking, yeah.
Yeah, of my penis and balls, and you can see, like, my face is like a full moon, just like, just freaking out. I'm like, nobody needs to see that. Nobody needs to see that. And like, you just blur it out. You can't blur out the pee. You can't blur out my dick.
You do not. Actually, you don't want to say, because that's like that would be like,
yes!
That's weird. That's porn. It's actually porn.
Yes.
It is. It's important that young people realize, on a different note, real quick.
Yeah.
When you're kind of messing around with your dick pics and your this and your that, you put that stuff into the atmosphere, it's gone. It's not under your control. It's porn.
That's it. Yeah. It's
that's
porn.
Like you're a pornographer now.
Well, I took it off my phone. I didn't send it to anybody.
Not you, but you know what I mean? Like, as an honest message, we live in a world where the fine line is too fine.
Yeah.
You might as well get a goatee and a Hawaiian shirt and direct. You know what I'm saying? You're that dude.
Well, I have a goatee and a Hawaiian shirt.
I take that. Actually, bad example.
What? Are you going to come to the premiere of Dirty Chai, the Joe Klosick story?
Dirty Chai, the Joe Klosick story. Oh, I peed on my son's head.
Oh, Dan.
No, classic story.
Not recently though, right?
No.
Okay.
No, classic story. This is what young parenthood is like. When you have a kid, it's just crisis after crisis. So you just keep on moving forward. So I remember, he's like 2. I'm standing and peeing. His head comes through my legs. A little head comes, boink, peeing on his head. And you're just like, okay, that happened.
Does he know this happened, or is this?
I forget if I told him that. It's a classic little couple
I baptized my son. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny because my parents used to endlessly tell me the story. It would come up on car rides and Christmas. Like when my dad was changing my diapers, I just started to pee, and I apparently just peed all over him. And it's like, the first 20 times you hear that story, it's kind of cute.
It's kind of,
But, then when you're like 40 and you're bringing a girl, it's like,
it's not so cute. It's not the opener it used to be. I know. My mom does that thing. Yeah, I don't want to get into... Yeah.
It could have been worse, though. The girl I was introducing to my parents, at least she didn't say, oh, he does that to me. That could have been far worse.
Definitely. Okay, so did you delete the Dirty Chai video?
I downloaded it off my phone, right? Made sure that there's because look, if my phone got stolen or hacked, I don't need that getting out there. And I put it on a USB drive, and I put that in a safe place. And if people really want to see it, you can see it at my funeral. How about that?
Can you
play it on a loop?
this brings up a more of a general issue. It's always confused me. The chances people take online.
But I think it's
It
generational.
blows me. It blows me. Okay, so now I, for instance, I love my wife and would never cheat on her. Okay.
That's a very very explosive.
I know, but I have an extra guardrail. I couldn't if I want because of what it takes. Here's my point. People go on cheating sites, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You think that's going to be a secret? Are
I
you
mean,
out of your mind?
there's the famous example.
Are you
I,
out of your mind?
I'm blanking on the name of the website, but it's specifically advertised as like have an affair, and
No, yeah.
it got hacked. Like all that information got hacked, and suddenly that's out there. But
It
I think
doesn't.
the reason
Right.
you couldn't do it though, Dan, I mean,
Hmm.
besides loving your wife, that's an important
Hmm.
preamble to say, right? You are terrible at technology. You would end up
Right.
sending like, "Hey, babe, you want to get together?" You'd end up sending that to your wife, you know, and by accident, and she would just, and then you'd have to like, I'm just trying to, be romantic. Let's
Yeah.
go out.
Yeah. I know. No, it's true. It keeps me. It actually does keep me out of trouble. In general, I remember Dan Lewis, our friend, used to say that to me. You just don't ever do anything because you're. I'm in enough trouble when I'm behaving.
Let me ask you. Okay, this is an interesting topic. So let me ask you this, right? Do you
Yeah.
have any pictures on your phone that you feel like, man, if someone got a hold of
Zero.
those, zero. Okay,
Zero.
okay, okay,
Zero. My wife and
okay.
I,
Yeah.
because I have to live that way. My wife and I, tell me if this is surprising to you. We give each other our phone if necessary. Nothing, no problem. I got nothing.
That's
Nothing.
yeah. Okay, so
It's all up here.
yeah, my girlfriend Christine, she has
Yeah.
remarked several times that she's pleasantly surprised that I let her see my phone, and that when my
Hmm.
computer is open and we're sitting next to each other, I have no problem having her see what's on my my
Hmm.
computer screen. And like, why
Hmm.
would I, and
Right.
she has told me that, yeah, her previous partner was very secretive, would never ever let her see his phone, like even like if he was texting right next to her, he would just be very secretive. And
Uh-huh.
I I just wonder if there was other shit that this guy was up to.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of of course. If and I guess nobody's perfect. But even from a self-serving standpoint, don't ever create proof of anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is generational. It blows my mind. Here's another thing. I never get into text arguments with
Ooh.
anyone ever.
Is that because you don't know how to use text?
I do know how to use text. I'm proud of because then
Yeah.
you don't want your toxic whatever. It's
Yeah, yeah. There's a
evidence.
record,
It's
there's
there.
evidence.
Boom,
Yeah,
it's there. I'm a
yeah.
therapist. I'm a therapist, okay? You know how many people come in to my office? All of
Mm.
you should hear this. This is what people are doing with their texts. They're going into their therapist going, look at this fucking asshole. Look at what he
Oh,
said to me.
wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
What do you
we're,
say to people who are showing you texts?
I'll I will read it and keep it in context. Because again, therapy is not about just triangulating and being like, "Oh my God, what an ass." I will read it and
Yeah.
help them process it. Regardless, though, you don't want your anger um, in a text. Do you know what I mean? You don't want it there, recreated. You
Has
want it to evaporate.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Because people will obsess and go back and look at old texts sometimes. I've done that. I admit it. Um, let me. You
Maybe
know
I
what? here's an
Go
idea
ahead.
for you, buddy. I got $1 million idea for you. Okay,
Yeah.
as a
Shoot.
side business. Okay, but I
All
think
right.
this could
Side
take
hustle.
over.
So that's what I need.
This
That's what I need
this
more
could take off though. This could
side
take off,
hustles.
right? So
Okay, but
you
with the
just
Splain is a side hustle. Okay, go
the
ahead.
Splain. This is the Splain 2.0. Okay, so you
Yeah,
set
we're
up
ready.
in a cafe, right? Like a high volume cafe. You advertise yourself as a licensed therapist. People come in, give you their phone, and go, "Can you respond to this text?"
Well, it's not bad, actually.
Huh? Yeah.
If that was ethically sound, that would be a good.
Ethics. No
Not
one
bad.
cares about ethics
I know
anymore.
we're supposed to, but yeah, I hear you.
But you could like, hey, this is I'm providing a much needed service in the technology age, and here's how
Hmm.
I would respond to that text.
Hmm.
Let me hear another question for you as a therapist. So,
Yeah.
has anyone ever showed you a text and you're being composed, you're being professional, and then when they leave, you write it down just so you can remember how funny or weird it is?
Not a text, but other stuff.
Oh wow, okay.
I have. No, you just have quotes and amazing moments with the client. Okay, I've got one. I don't think that this doesn't violate confidentiality because I've given you no indication of who this is. Um, this is my favorite client. You're my favorite. The most hilarious thing a client has ever said to me.
I'm ready.
Okay. Um, I'll change some of it around. So it's even if the client saw it, they wouldn't really. Okay. So this client had you know what? I shouldn't forget it. Sorry. I'm very,
You know
you
what?
can't.
Just can you send it to me in a text?
Mhm. Yes, I should not.
All right. I don't want you to
In theory,
violate
that
ethics.
yeah.
All right.
So
Here.
you wanted to talk about narcissism. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
So here's the thing. Like this conversation has been going back and forth with my girlfriend and I because we
Hmm.
both have realized like a previous relationship I was in. Uh, I have diagnosed her as being narcissistic. And
Hmm.
Christine, her mom also seems like she was very narcissistic, and that
Hmm.
kind of prepared her to be in a relationship where her partner was very narcissistic.
Hmm.
And here's the big question that we always have: can you cure narcissism, or can you mitigate it through therapy? Is there anything that you can do, or is a narcissist always a narcissist?
I think you're no. Narcissist is a narcissist
Oh, great.
because in theory you can, but the problem with inherent to being a narcissistic is a personality disorder, and inherent to personality disorders is a lack of insight.
Mm,
So that's why people with those, particularly those kind of personality disorders, don't go to therapy. They'll tell you to go to therapy. You're the problem.
right, right.
It's brutal. Narcissism is a brutal thing to deal with.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really frustrating, and I feel like I had. Here's what I would say. Because I have some family members that dabble in narcissism. Here's what I
Mm,
would say: there is a spectrum of it.
yeah.
And I would say that certain people can be very empathetic, loving people, but have narcissistic sides to them when it comes to certain areas. And you know you're dealing with a narcissist when you're trying to engage them in a certain way and it's just bouncing off them. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh yeah,
They're
totally, totally.
and you realize this they're rubber and you're glue. It's that simple. And it ain't
Yeah,
gonna it ain't gonna change. And
yeah.
I guess I'm describing kind of a parent child narcissistic parent to a child. A narcissistic parent cannot hear certain things because their world will crumble.
Mm,
So their
yeah.
personality is built on certain Pardon me. Another communist
Of course, they're everywhere.
entering. Did that? If yeah, if that makes sense.
No, that makes
And
sense. That makes it's interesting to reflect. So last night I had a gig, and
hmm
the ex was there, and
hmm
we have not
she
communicated.
just showed up.
No, 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 no. She was on the show, and it was
Ah.
it's awkward to see her, and but so much time has passed, and I'm in such a healthier place now.
hmm
But it is objectively fascinating to me to like observe how she has someone in tow who's like her intern or something, and she's immediately giving orders to people when she walks in about what she wants, and how things are gonna have to go, and it's
hmm
just reminding me of like, man, it was always about her. It always sucked the joy out of situations. And
hmm
yeah, it was always me. If there was a problem, it was me, and
hmm
it's nice to not be around someone who you're just afraid to say anything to, because
Right.
you know that they're going to blow up and tell you that you're the problem just for asking
hmm
something, or you're the problem for wanting something.
hmm
And Christine's mom, you know she has remarked to me that it was really, really difficult for her. But when her mom lost the ability to speak, that's when she
hmm
really started to find her own voice, and that is so sad to
Mm.
me. That it took that's what it had to finally happen for her to feel comfortable, actually, like, hey, these are my opinions, this is what I want to do, this is the person I am.
hmm
It's very sad that it took till the end of her mom's life, when her mom could not speak, for her to feel like, hey, I'm free from not being criticized.
That makes sense. I That totally makes sense. Another thing that tends to happen when one often has narcissistic parents is um, when they pass on. I'm not saying this is true of Christine necessarily. When they pass on, it can be surprisingly uh,
A relief.
uneventful or a relief. And the reason that is at times is because the relationship's been over.
Yeah,
Because a relationship with a narcissistic person can't move forward. It's a broken record
yeah,
after a while. There could be
yeah.
no growth, and it probably is relieving. I don't judge that.
No, I don't
It
either.
makes
I mean,
sense.
I think it's healthy that she has guilt about it, but I also think, like, no, I mean, yeah, your mom was a huge source of
Mhm.
sadness and criticism for a huge chunk of all of your life.
And when you were with your last that girlfriend, did you ever have a moment where you were like, she can't help it?
Yeah, I mean, I
Kind of,
realized,
it's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
automatic.
I realized that, and I think the biggest thing that I was angry at for a long time, I was angry at myself for realizing she's not capable of having the range of emotions I want a partner to have. And
hmm
if I stay in this relationship, this is what it's going to be. And I kept
hmm
trying and knowing. I mean, there was a point halfway in through the relationship when I realized, oh, she's embarrassed to say that she's with me. And
hmm
every time I would bring that up, she would always like, no, that's insane. No, that's crazy. And then finally she admitted it, and I still tried to make it work.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
She admitted it.
She admitted it.
Wow.
It was insane. Like yeah, it's a long,
This
long,
is a
long
comedian?
story. This is a comedian.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, when we're done with this episode, you'll be telling me who this is.
I'll text you.
Yeah, text me that. I'll text you the other thing.
Yeah.
Great. Oh,
Well,
our poor viewers are
yeah.
getting nothing.
They're getting nothing. They're getting
Oh,
nothing. I mean, it may. I think as comedians, as performers, Do you think that there's a degree of narcissism in us? I mean, there's got to
No,
be. You don't. Okay,
no.
that's interesting.
See, that's the
Why?
thing. No, not narcissism. And there's a degree of egotisticalism and selfishness.
Okay.
Yes, but not narcissism necessarily.
Where
Narcissism
does
is different.
egotism? Where does egotism end and narcissism begin?
I think they're kind of different animals. They tend
Okay.
to involve each other. Okay, being egotistical is trying to prop yourself up. Being narcissistic is processing everything through the lens that you need
Mm,
in order to kind of almost survive. So a
wow.
lot of times narcissism comes from trauma. So trauma breaks you to the point where it's too scary to rebuild. So you rewire.
Mm, damn.
Um, it, and it's does that make sense? It's so for instance, um, if I'm gonna let's say I grew up with very emotionally neglected, and I was shown no love as a child. Now I need to find love and take it and kind of almost steal it and absorb it
Mm,
without being vulnerable because that's too scary.
mm-hmm.
So how am I going to do that? I'm going to have to create a world that it's not it's very create a world where I'm perceiving love and taking love and making everything about me in order to feel the illusion of love. And then and then that's just who you are. It's really sad,
Wow. Yeah.
but
I'm. Wow.
it's
I
brutal. It's
I
brutal.
vividly remember after our first date. It was a great
Hmm.
first date. But I
Hmm.
remember
Yes.
she sat me
Great first
down.
dates.
Great first date. But
And
she
why are
sat
they
me
so good
down.
in bed? That I can't, I don't have an answer to
She
that.
sat me down and she said, I have a lot of fans, so I don't need love. It's more important how I think about you than how I feel about you. And I remember, like a red
Mm.
flag
No
just
red flag.
swinging in the
Yeah.
back of my head.
As the
And
old
I,
Joe Klosick red flag. For you back then, a red flag was a green flag. It's the same fucking
well,
thing.
this was a different experience. Like
Yeah.
this felt like
The
a
old red
legit.
flag came up telling me saying, let's do this.
Oh God. Yeah,
Oh my God.
I'm forever escaping my. All right. You know what? Let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. What? Let me
Wrap it
ask you.
up.
Well,
That was just getting good. All right. Yeah.
I know I can't keep going into my past. It's so fucking painful and
Oh, yo,
embarrassing.
it's okay. It's all right. You did it. You got through it.
I got through it. I got through it. I'm a 57-year-old man
She said to
who's
you, "Look, I have fans. How successful is this comedian?"
not incredibly successful, and this was. I mean, look, she's carved out a niche for
Fans?
herself. I,
Yeah.
I know. I mean, even then, it struck me as like that's such an odd thing to tell someone,
Yeah.
it was a conversation that the
Yeah.
longer we were together,
Odd
I would
thing.
replay in my head. I'm like, oh, it's more important how she thinks about me, and that's when I realized, like, a year later, it's like, oh, that's right. She needs other people to think that she's a success, and she would tell me, like, she wants to live in a house, and she'd gone on dates with people who were like, rich, and now here she is with a comedian who has a GED and not
Hmm.
so great teeth, and she never wanted to introduce me to her friends. She didn't want people to know we
Oh
were
yeah.
together. And at a certain point, it was like, hey, if you want us to, and I actually got her into
She was a
therapy.
comedian, though.
You know, she was a comedian.
All right, let's
Yeah.
wrap this up so we can you can tell me who this is. I can't even take it anymore. Let's wrap it up.
Okay. I do hope that you are surviving the war ravaged streets of
Yeah.
Portland. It does seem
Look at
scary.
this.
I feel like I've heard several
Look at
bombs
this
go
place.
off, and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But thank God Trump is moving in there to
Look at
restore
all
order.
of that lefty juice sprinkling.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Those are probably tears from
Disgusting.
angels that can't believe they
Yeah.
have to witness this.
Absolutely good. Dude, you are on today. You are nailing it. You're in the zone.
I'm in the zone, baby. I'm here
Totally.
for you. I'm here for you.
All right,
I'm
we'll
here
see you
for
next.
this.
Okay, so just to wrap up, if you are involved with a narcissist, the best thing you could do is kind of be in acceptance of what it is and try to engage them um, sort of evenly, flatly. Just don't go down the rabbit hole with them best you can. Other than that, you're fucked. There is no solution to that. I'm serious. You're
That's
fucked.
a professional
You gotta work on
therapist.
yourself. They're not going to change. It's true.
Yeah, yeah. I'd say also break up with them. Just get out
Hmm.
of there.
Yeah.
It's never going to be an
Yes.
equal
If you're
partnership.
dating a
It's never
narcissist,
going to feel
break up with
good.
them.
Get out of there. Yeah,
Yeah, and that's the best thing you can do for them. Because
yeah.
if they're going to understand anything, it might be to abandon them. All right.
Well, she's got fans. All right, like and subscribe. The
Yeah, she got
Splain.
fans, so she's fine.
Yeah, this
We'll
is
see you next
Dan
week.
Rothenberg and Dirty Chai. Take care.
Dirty Shy. Peace out.